Sanibonani bafethu. Lo okhulumayo uSiboniso akaKhumalo. So lana bafethu ngifuna ukuthi sike sibheke ukuthi i-energy balance whenever sisuke sikhuluma ngama-steady flows singayi-approacha kanjani. So of which bafethu, for the fact ukuthi senzwele ukuthi ngikhuluma about like a flow, so then of which ngitheni steady flow. So in this case okusho ukuthi in this case siyazi ukuthi sikhuluma ngani ngama-open systems in this case. So nje bafethu le kuse-introduction ye-energy balance. So engicabanga ukuthi as time goes on ngizozama ukuthi ngini-uploade lamanye ama-video. So ngizocela ukuthi nisubscribe-ke bafethu kule channel yami so that nizokhona ukuthi niwathole lama-video lawa engisazowafaka as time goes on. So bafethu-ke la njengoba bese ngishilo le problem le about about i-energy balance. So in this case sizosebenzisa i-law esiyazi kakhulu ye-thermodynamics esayisithi i-first law of thermodynamics. So in this case whereby sizobheka khona about a rate of maybe like a rate of input, so then heat mhlambe into a system, and the rate maybe of and the rate of maybe work, so then maybe into the system, so then and so forth. But what also dependa ukuthi i-problem usunezona kanjani. So in this case bafethu kule problem esinezona, so ngizocela usibheke ukuthi singayi-approacha kanjani. So in this case bafethu kuzomela nazi ukuthi sometimes amanye ama-problems azodinga integration, but in this case bafethu ayikho integration la sizoyisebenzisa because yonke into like sinikeziwe. So most of the time whenever sisuke like isebenzisa khona integration uzothola ukuthi maybe suke like sinezwe khona like mhlambe like in state mhlambe ukuthi mhlambe simove from one state into another, but sinezwe like ama-temperatures, then asinikezwanga like ngathini ama-enthalpies. So in this case whereby sizo-integrator like let me say whereby sizo-integrator so i-specific heat capacity from a given, so then temperatures. So it's either, but kodwa based on ukuthi like say introduction bafethu ngeke ngize ngichaze okuningi cause lokho engishoyo angeke uze ku-apply la. So in this case bafethu bathini in the turbine of a gas turbine unit, the gases flows so then through the turbine at 17 kilograms per second, and the power delivered by the turbine is 14,000 kilowatts. The specific enthalpies of the gases at inlet and outlet are 1,200 kilojoules per kilogram and 360 kilojoules per kilogram respectively. The velocities of gases at inlet and outlet are 60 meters per second and 150 meters per second respectively. Calculate the rate at which heat is rejected from the turbine. Okay, so bafethu nayi-ke i-diagram lana sengiyidrawile yale problem le esikhuluma ngayo. Okay, so ngizocela ukuthi bafethu si-approach-ke le problem le. So bafethu nje mangathi nginenzela like a review yala. So in this case bafethu sine gas la. So i-gas ku-initial state iflow ngale velocity lena, and then sinikeziwe i-enthalpy yakhona. So in this case bafethu sase siphinda siyanikezwa futhi i-final velocity yale gas le, so ne-enthalpy yakhona. So sase siyanikezwa bafethu ukuthi in this case i-work, so then done by the turbine. So in this case ukuthi ubani u-minus, so then 14 u-minus 40, so then 1,000 kilowatts. So in this case bafethu okubalekile ukuthi wazi ukuthi always i-turbine always remove i-energy from i-system in a form of inangi work. Always ama-turbines remove energy from inangi system, but in a form of inangi work. Okay guys, so in this case again sizo assume ukuthi in this case there is no so then change, so then in elevation of these gases. So yeah, sizo assume ukuthi there is no potential energy change, so then yani yalama gases. Okay guys, so equation esizoyisebenzisayo bafethu equation associated nama steady flows. So then nama steady flows. So then okay guys, so la equation esizoyisebenzisa nayo bafethu q minus y is equal to, okay, so ukuthi ngizoze ngenze like ibe more general, okusho ukuthi ngizosebenzisa le ekanje of which engicabanga sonke siyayazi bafethu, plus the change in kinetic energy, plus the change in kinetic energy. Ngizosebenzisa yona le equation engicabanga sonke siyayazi. Okay bafethu, so but in this case bafethu ngizocela nje ukuthi ngeke ngithi ukuyishintsha le equation, but kuseseyiyo le, but ngizoyishintsha ngendlela engizoyirepresenta ngayo in this case. Okay guys, so lana bafethu ku-initial state guys nginikezwe i-velocity of which mina ngiyazi ukuthi ngine-kinetic energy kwi-initial state plus i-specific enthalpy. So i-specific enthalpy ngizosiconvert ngisenze ini, ngisenze i-energy. So kusho ukuthi ngizo times le specific enthalpy nge-mass enginikezwe yona. Okay, so that in this case wonke ama-unit like ezoba like kwi-power, so that ama-unit wethu sizowa-converter onke like egcine like as a consistent. So in this case lana ngizoba ne-value ka-q, so plus u-q minus i-work in this case. So la, I'm sorry guys, la ngizoba no-1 la, of which we-initial velocity. So in this case ngizoba no mv2 all squared plus m times specific enthalpy sesibili. Okay, so equation guys esinayo njengamanje ile, so kwethu ukuthi si-substitute because in this case siniyeziwe initial velocity of which okuyilena, sanikezwa okay, sanikezwa i-specific enthalpy of which okuyilesi. So thina kuthiwa sicalculate lana the rate at which so then heat is rejected from the turbine. So sasa siyanikezwa i-value kabani, i-value ka W. So in this case, okay, so nikezwa futhi velocity la ne-specific so then enthalpy sala. Okay guys, ake si-substitute njengamanje. So in this case bafethu siniyeziwe, so ngizocela bafethu ukuthi senze lento njengamanje ngoyisimo sokuthi ama-unit la, so niyabona ama-unit la, ama-units abasinikeza wona guys bawa-expresse like kuma-kilowatts. So in this case mangabe ngisolve for like i-kinetic energy in this case bafethu ngizothola ama-units akhona azobe ekuma-joules. So ngizoprefer ukuthi in this case lama-terms lawa ngiwadivide ngo-1000, lama-terms lawa ngiwadivide ngo-1000, so that ama-units akhona ezo-corresponda nalawa like esinikezwe wona la, cause lawa esinikezwe wona lana guys akuma-kilojoules. And okunye kumele sikwazi in this case bafethu ngizofaka nje just ama-dots lana just ukuthi ngi-indicate ukuthi sikhuluma ngani nge-power, the rate at which so i-work is done. So okay, of which okuyi-power. So in this case bafethu la nginikezwe i-mass, i-flow ye-mass kwa-217. In this case inganikezwa i-velocity yalana kwathiwa i-60 plus i-mass eyobani ewu-17 times i-specific heat so in capacity, I'm sorry, times i-specific enthalpy salana esubani esu-1200, then plus i-value ka-q in this case okuyiyona esiyifunayo, so minus i-value ka-w of which okuyi-work so then done by the turbine. So in this case bafethu just nje ukuthi ngizosubstitute la ngo-17 la khona i-mass, and then lana ngisubstitute ngobani, ngisubstitute ngale value le ela yani ye-velocity in this case. Okay, oku-150 all squared plus, so i-mass yami u-17, so plus, I'm sorry, times i-specific enthalpy finally in this case, and then subani okay, specific enthalpy sami esobani esu-360. So in this case bafethu sengizoshintsha just i-calculator la, So mangabe ngishaya i-calculator lana ake sibone ukuthi sithola bani. So in this case, I'm sorry guys, ngithela sizodivide ngobani ngo-1000 so that ama-unit wethu azoba ama-kilojoules nalawa awani our kinetic energy. Kinetic is an energy terms, so that now azoba ama-kilojoules. So in this case bafethu sizoshaya just i-calculator la, sizoshaya just i-calculator lana sithole ukuthi i-answer yalana iwubani, sithole ukuthi i-answer yalana iwubani. Okay, sithole ukuthi i-answer yalana iwubani. I'm sorry, la positive la, in this case positive. Okay, so then minus bani, minus i-work. So in this case bafethu ngizothola le value le of which okubani 6430.6. okay, plus i-value ka-q, the rate at which so then heat so then is rejected so then from kule system le. So then guys sengizobuya ngizelana njengamanje kwa right hand side. So ngisebenzisa i-calculator yami just ukuthi ngithole like lama terms lawa akwa right hand side. Okay, ukuthi alingana nayiphi value. I'm sorry guys, la ngizoba ne value ekanje. La ngizoba nobani 17 lana. Okay, just ukuthi sizosebenzisa just i-calculator. So sebenzisa just i-calculator lana sibone ukuthi sithola bani. Okay, sithola bani. Okay, so i-value lana bafethu sizoyithola la, i-value bafethu la sizoyithola la kwa right hand side, sithola le value le. Okay, sithola le value le. So in this case bafethu sezothatha le value le okubani oku-6430.6 simtransposele ngale, and then bese sithola i-work yethu. I'm sorry, bese sithola like i-rate at which heat is rejected by the turbine. So in this case siyabona i-value leyo value le sizoyithola izoba negative, of which lokhu kuchaza ukuthi i-heat was rejected by the turbine. So in this case bafethu sizothola bani, sizothola u-negative 119. So in this case kilojoules, because in this case sikhuluma nge-rate at which so i-heat was rejected by the turbine. So in this case bafethu i-solution yalana ikanje. In this case bafethu yona solution lena esinayo. So bafethu ngizocela ukuthi ni-subscribe kule channel lena so that ngizokhona ukuthi ngini-uploadele namanye ama-video. In this case bafethu yeah, maningi nje ngisazonenzela wona as time goes on, because i-channel yami iseseyintsha. Ngiyabonga.